Welcome, it's Denome. This market update is going to be a spicy one. As you can see, the price is currently below this trend line here. And in this update, I'm going to tell you immediately that there is a chance that the price will just bounce from here, and this is a fake out. So I will give out all of the information, the fundamentals, technicals, as well as we're going to take a look at the recent news and the price drivers to basically give you an idea where the price is likely to go next. And I will also give you ready-made trade setups that I do believe are worth your time as well. Before we get started though, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below if you feel like it. All of that helps the YouTube algorithm understand that you like this kind of content and other people should see this as well. And also, I am affiliated with Bybit, and right now Bybit is showering you guys with more money. So there's currently a 500 USDT airdrop campaign here. Only thing you have to do is register under my affiliate link, which is in the pinned comment, and click this button here, and then you have to deposit $100 into Bybit and do some trading, and you're eligible for this airdrop here, on top of all of the other $30,000 worth of rewards that Bybit is giving you guys. So make sure to register with my affiliate link, and make sure to register for this airdrop campaign as well. Otherwise you will not qualify unless you click this exact button here. And you can do spot trading here, leverage trading. There's some pre-made bots here as well, and many other cool tools on Bybit. And they are a sponsor of this channel, so thanks for sponsoring and helping me out here. Now let's get to the content immediately. Let me show you the most important thing, which is the previous gains from October. So when we take a look at October here, you can see there's a lot of green here, only 2 red months here, and the lowest amount of positive gains on October has been 5.56%. Usually you see double-digit gains in October. So it starts to look like the October alone is going to be a price driver to the upside. So that's a huge thing you should consider as well going into October, and basically we're expecting a breakout of previous all-time high in October based on previous action at least. Next, we have a situation from China. So as you remember from my last week's market update, China, they issued the rate cuts as well as stimulus checks to their citizens or to the poor people. And as you can see, the stock market has rallied roughly 20% from September here. So absolute nuts gains in just a matter of 1 month or half a month so far. But a lot of this capital that China is now printing will also flow into crypto, I believe. So the crypto industry in China is very big and growing there too. Next up, the founder of Binance is now out of prison. He was there for whatever reason that they wanted him to be there. And he says here that I know you may have some of you may have a lot of questions, but I won't have all of the answers. Let me chill a bit, then figure out the next steps. So he's currently basically just chilling and looking basically what he wants to do next. But he is writing a book which is now 2/3 done, and he says he's going to invest into blockchain, decentralized technologies, AI, biotech, and he's a long-term investor who cares about impact, not returns, at least according to his opinion here. And he wants to focus on charity and education here too. But all in all, he is happy that Binance is working without him as well, and he can basically have a back seat. Currently, or finally, he says, stay tuned, see you at the conferences. So maybe we will see him in the conferences as well. And very nice that he is now out of prison and back into action quite soon as well. PayPal, on the other hand, they have another bullish news here. So they are now letting the US business accounts to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency. And this is bullish for the fact that this is driving up adoption. And why would companies want to allow cryptocurrency payments? The reason is that not everybody has a USD account in the world, but anybody can have access to a stablecoin account, which is a crypto wallet. So stablecoins, in my opinion, is the killer app of crypto. Bitcoin is obviously its own thing, but the killer app of crypto is stablecoins, in my opinion. So if they can generate more business from stablecoin market, that is obviously good for the businesses, and it's also good for the crypto industry. So it's a win-win for all that this has happened. This already happened on Wednesday last week, so it's not necessarily news, but this is the first time that I saw it, so I included it here. Also, Ripple USD has made its first mints, so you can see $300,000 is a mint here. So this is pretty fun to see. These are just like rookie numbers. These have absolutely no effect on anything, but it's nice to see that they are now finally started, and maybe we'll have maybe this will become a $1 billion stablecoin at some moment in time. But I thought it was worthy to mention, so this is also what happened. When we take a look at ETFs, you can see a large, huge green candles here made by ETF buyers. So a lot of inflows went into the US ETFs. However, this is Thursday and Friday. But when we actually take a look at the whole industry of ETFs and crypto funds, even the grayscale fund, which is usually only has outflows nowadays, you can see that on the last 3 months, this has just gone sideways. So even though we see huge inflows right now, the actual amount of Bitcoin held by all of the funds on the planet, not just the US ETFs, is basically stagnant. So it's good, but it really doesn't matter that much. It makes the headlines though, so it's good, I guess. When we take a look at fundamentals with Sentiment, by the way, I did a interview with Sentiment just over the weekend. They may have already released it. I will link that link in the description if you want to basically get to understand Sentiment tool a little bit better, how you can use this for yourself as well. I made 3 interviews with them so far, and Brian said that the interview I did this time is probably the best one that they have ever done. So maybe it's worthy to watch if you like this kind of fundamental analysis. But all in all, when we go further here, you can see the supply on exchanges has been dropping here, which signals that people want to take money out of the exchanges and put it into their private wallets. So typically this is showing that people are not panic selling or profit taking here, even at these peaks here. So fundamentally that is very, very good signal. When we go and take a look at previous peaks here, you can see the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges were a lot higher at these peaks here. And even here, you can see a lot of money went into exchanges to basically, they wanted to sell Bitcoin. And that was a bearish signal that this was basically the local top here. Also here, you could see money flowing into the exchanges at this peak here. But right now, we are not seeing a lot of money flowing into the exchanges. We did see quite a bit of money going here in the beginning, but that did not affect the prices. There was more buy pressure, and now basically the supply is already being withdrawn from exchanges. Next up, funding rates, they have basically crashed. So fundamentally this is good because this incentivizes people to long Bitcoin and not short Bitcoin. So that is quite good. When we take a look at the market cap of major stablecoins, I made a difference on this calculation here after my previous video. So the current number is $157 billion. I removed DAI from this chart and I included the PayPal USD in this chart here, because I only want to include stablecoins that actually have real US dollars backing it. DAI is backed by USDC, so that is not exactly showing money flowing into crypto. It is a synthetic stablecoin. So what I do want to see is basically hard stablecoins. That's why I've selected these stablecoins here for this chart right now. So as long as this is growing, it shows adoption rate for crypto, and this is fundamentally good that it is growing. When we take a look at old wallets, money that has held wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than 1 year, and the blue line is showing wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than 3 years. You're basically seeing no profit taking from old money. A little bit profit taking, yes, but we're not seeing any major spikes here in the profit taking like we saw in these previous highs. So this is fundamentally extremely good that old money does not want to take profits at these price levels, at least as of now. Then these are not showing anything interesting here. Next, let's take a look at the liquidation heat map on Bitcoin to basically see if we can see any hot areas for potential price magnets. On the 1 month view, we are not seeing basically anything here on the upside or on the downside. No bright yellow colors, unless we take a look at this one, which is all the way down here. But even this is only 81 million. And by the way, let me know in the comments if you know what this means, because when I go from 1 month to 2 week view, suddenly my view completely changes and the numbers completely change. So what I see here is we are seeing a hot zone here at $62,200 and it shows 625 million. Why don't I see this on the 1 month view? I don't exactly understand, and the explanation here does not help me. So let me know in the comments, how should I interpret this data between the 2 week and the 1 month view, because it would make sense in my opinion that the 1 month view shows bigger numbers than the 2 week view, but it's the opposite. So I don't understand why this is the case, but this is a hot zone here clearly, so there's a chance that Bitcoin price would go to 62,200. However, when I go to 1 week view, the view again changes. So in this view, you can see 300 million here on the top here, $66,500. And we are also seeing 300 million here at $62,550. So these are basically the hot areas. I don't exactly know which way the price could go. Based on this data, it looks like it could be 50-50. It can go either way based on the 1 week view. The 2 week view showed a clear idea that the price would like to go to 62,200, but the 1 week view shows this. But I don't exactly understand why the numbers are so different based on these different views. So let me know in the comments so I can understand it better and give you better analysis as well. When we take a look at the order book liquidity, this simply shows how many more, what is the price difference between the longs and the shorts within 1% price change on the exchanges. So this is showing now that this is green, that basically more people want to buy Bitcoin and less people want to sell. Typically, you can see the top is forming when you see a lot of red here on the chart. And right now we're seeing a lot of green, so that could signal that this was a local bottom. At least we maybe go back to 65k, maybe then we go further down, but at least as of now we're expecting a bounce. However, somebody could just do a market order. These are limit orders here, so somebody could just go to the exchange and do a market order and basically crash the price. So it doesn't necessarily mean that price will do exactly what we think based on this chart, but this is a bullish signal nonetheless. So taking all of these things into account, let's go back to the chart here and let me show you first a couple of things. First, I want to show you a bullish divergence on the 1 hour view. That is here. So between the 14-hour RSI, you can see the RSI went lower to the oversold territory, as well as the price is actually higher right now. So this is signaling a bullish divergence on the price, and that could signal a potential price move to the upside. Also, when I go to the 4-hour view, you can find the same exact bullish divergence here as well. So here you can see this low was higher than this low here. So the indicator is lower while the price is higher. So that is a bullish divergence here. So that could signal that price will go to the upside. Also, when you take a look at this trend line is true only on the logarithmic view. If I go out of the logarithmic view and I adjust the trend line, you can see that on the normal view, the price has not actually gone below the trend line. So this, in my opinion, seems like this could be the bottom already. So that's why I told you in the beginning that don't worry, there's a good chance that we will have a bounce anyway, even though the price was below the trend line on my logarithmic view here. So if you want to trade this, this is the trading setup that I will do this week. Have your stop loss simply below this wick here. So as long as your stop loss is below here, then you are safe. And the next trade that you probably want to take is that 62,200 level that we saw on the liquidation chart here. So this is where you will long Bitcoin also. So two longing opportunities. I would not short here, at least as of now. If you want to short, however, you basically short below this wick price here with the trigger price order that I showed you in a previous video. So those are basically the trade setups that I will be using. But overall, I do believe that we are heading for higher highs, and we will break the all-time high here, probably even in October. If not October, then and if we go lower here, then we still have quite a bit of time before we have the election in November. November 5th. So price could still go anywhere here, but all in all, it does seem quite good for at least a good chance that we will have a breakout. If you want to be completely safe, then only trade above this trend line here. So when the price finally does break to the upside here, then you buy back your Bitcoin and then ride the wave and forget about the noise below here, or only buy Bitcoin if you are we're above here, or we have a major crash basically back to this blue trend line down here. Those would be my trade setups that I can see on the charts right now. So that's the update for today. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this week's market update, and let me know where do you think the price will go. Do you think we are headed for all-time highs in October? And what assets are you buying? And if there's some altcoin that I should look into, let me know in the comments as well. Thanks for watching this one. Have a good time trading Bitcoin and crypto, and bye-bye.